Akademiks should have never, ever, ever stepped into this beef.
This when I knew Joey was a real New York nigga. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I don't even fuck with the Knicks, but the way how Joey violated all you niggas, it might be the Knicks here. It's New York, nigga, I'm sorry. He looks out niggas in your faces, diss your mans, and you was acting like, y'all niggas can't do no not like us shit with a New York nigga. New York's the Mecca. New York is the Mecca. Y'all can't do that not like us fuck shit with the New York nigga. Y'all niggas got like, you see how y'all the home of gangbanging? Y'all gotta bow down and pay respect. New York's the Mecca. And he ain't tagged no other New York nigga in. He just bodied everybody. Just pay homage. He ain't tagged nobody in. He bodied everybody. Big Sean, get the fuck off me, nigga. Fuck you talking about. Go chill with Janae. It's Joey badass time, nigga. He sunned all y'all niggas. I'm watching it. Y'all niggas look lost. Oh my God. You know when that nigga Kendrick said, "Yo, I'm the king of New York. I could juggle both coasts." And what nigga? How about you do it now? This nigga ready for smoke. But niggas only do it when they could cloud chase, man. Your man's and them getting washed up by Joey. Joey, give these boys a break. The man don't want to see you. He trying to send his YNs. He don't want to see you, Joey. You dissed his mans, his whole organization. You board up his coast in front of these niggas. They don't want it. But they're looking at you and they're going to use the same shit they accused Drake of. Why Drake ain't respond to Joe Budden? You know what niggas say? Well, Joe ain't had enough clout. Why Kendrick ain't trying to get at you ball for ball the way you talking? You know what they're going to say? He ain't on Kendrick's level. Same shit I keep telling y'all. These niggas the same. Niggas just wanted the top spot. If it's all about the sport, you gonna let Joey Badass give the entire coast belt to ass?
What up, word? Your boy Charles Brown back again talking facts. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell. Keep sending those Cashapp to CLBMG. Join the membership gang. Listen, you know how there's always somebody. There's always that one person who has to insert themselves into things that don't concern them. And they always got to take a side of somebody who's doing something that they themselves could never, ever do. It's like a cartoon where there's, I don't know if it's Pinky in the Brain or one of these things where there's one guy that has to be like, yeah, boss, get him, boss. Like it's always that one guy, like that show, that movie, the Christmas Story, where the bully has this little henchman off to the side. He's always patting his fist. Yeah, guys, get him. Well, we don't need a guy like that in hip hop. That's an instigator. That is a guy who most likely can't throw no fists and can't throw no blows, but he wants to see everybody throwing blows so he can get the enjoyment out of it. DJ Akademiks has himself said he was not going to speak on this battle. This battle has been going on for days. We have not heard a peep out of DJ Akademiks about the Joey Badass and the Red Bull, Spirals, Freestyle, and Big Sean and Ab Soul, which then led to Rayvon jumping out the window. And then we got Daylyt and CJ Fly and AK and all these guys, AZ, Chike, I believe, and it's just they all over the place, and it's been crazy. Even Loaded Lux came out of nowhere. It's been a enjoyable battle to say the least. Now we're just coming off of a year where we've seen one of the worst outcomes in a hip hop battle, where the actual loser went to his lawyer's office and sat down and made some paperwork to sue the guy who beat him and the label of the guy who beat him because he lost the rap battle. But we're not going to get too deep into that. But there was a really soft bubble bath rapper that smokes hookah in a bathrobe and gambles on steak that lost a battle, and his little henchmen cannot let anyone forget it. No matter how far we try to move on, they've been coming up with narratives for months. And any narrative they can get. And I just got to be honest, it's always been like this. Let's just be honest. Even before this battle, it simmered down. It simmered up. They just turned the heat up when the battle happened. But there's always been an undercurrent. I'm dead ass of this Drake and Kendrick hatred, where I remember when Kendrick dropped Damn and they was dissing, they was throwing mad subs on Twitter. It's always been there. It's been there. Even before that, when the other, what's the album before that? I'm bugging out. To Pimp a Butterfly. There was this undercurrent. They were saying it's been that way, gang, for about 5, 6, 7 years. But it just came to a head last year, where the subbing and the nonsense and the narratives, we've been fighting these narratives. Just to be a Kendrick fan, you've had to fight narratives for at least 5, 6 years. I'm just going to be honest. You've had to fight narratives about record sales and what he can't do with tours and how he can't pack out shows and how he can't be number one and he can't go this and he can't do that and how Drake. We've been hearing these narratives for years, gang. It's just a fact. You've had to defend a man that didn't even ask to be defended. You've had to defend him. Just even if you write something positive, someone's coming. Matter of fact, try right now. Go write something positive about Kendrick. Someone's coming that has no business on your page to say something negative about your man, just because. We've been fighting now for years. We're still fighting at a high level now because the battle finally happened that everybody's been waiting for. It finally happened. And now these guys can't do anything anymore because it's over. It's no more speculation. If you would have asked one of these guys a year ago, they would have been like, Kendrick don't want the smoke. Drake will eat him. Poppy will eat him, right? It wouldn't even have been a conversation. They would dismiss you like he don't want it with Drake. Don't want it. So now he got it. He beat him so bad. He beat him in every single stat possible. Drake fans now are pinning their hopes on one song. Whereas when he used to drop, all the songs would be on the chart. They're just struggling just to all stream. They're making a concerted effort to all focus on every single night and day to just keep hitting refresh and making sure that their Spotify app doesn't close so they can keep playing Nokia over and over. That's what's going on. And now they're bragging about, oh, he finally went, it went platinum. It's all this stuff because they focused their brains to make that record. It took them months, gang. It's a concerted effort. So why would we not think that they would jump into this battle and make it once again about this guy, the bubble bath rapper? But here we are. Akademiks TV, all these guys. I'm not going to even name them. It's a bunch of, the stand pages if you're locked in like that. It's some stand pages that do nothing all day, but throw these narratives out. Every week they find a new one. I think they meet on like maybe Tuesday nights or something, and they just figure they brainstorm. They throw ideas at the wall. Well, maybe maybe he has a girlfriend. No. Well, they just throw little stuff. Oh, you know what? I bet that Houston show won't sell out. Let's run with that. We're gonna run in the morning. We're gonna fuck the morning. Do it now. So they just make their narratives. They have all nighters. They're drinking coffee. Coming up with these narratives. And now, gang, they have made a narrative, gang. That's so crazy. It's so crazy. It just might work. You know how you watch the movies and it says, I know it's crazy, but it's so crazy. It just might work. Their narrative now is Kendrick is scared. And they've been trying to get Ak to buy in for a couple days. Ak refused to play ball. He didn't want to get involved, but now he got involved. In a big way. He's involved now. He's all in, gang. Because the narrative it's kind of like mist. You know how you go into a salon or something and they just have a mist in the air? But when Ak gets in there, it's a fire hose. They needed Ak's name. They needed his voice. And now Ak has lent his voice to this Kendrick is scared. Joey's eating up the whole West Coast. Send me your God. Right? It's on some other shit. And now Ak has jumped in. Right? And I want to have this conversation because the simple fact of this cornball speaking on battle rap, speaking on Kendrick, speaking on Joey Badass, who he wouldn't put piss on last year if he had to. Now, he's all big boned and brolic and got his chest out about Joey Badass. Is all New York. That's New York. I don't even like the Knicks like that, but Joey Badass is eating. He ate the whole West Coast. Where's your leader? You really serious, nigga? You from Jersey. What are we doing? What are we talking about? You from Jersey, B? When Jersey niggas start acting like this about New York niggas talking about, that's the New York shit, son. Damn, my nigga. What happened? When y'all start doing, I know a lot of Jersey niggas, they don't ever say no shit like that. Just that New York shit. I got a nigga from Jersey saying that in Jersey, and his head gonna get flown to New York for acting like that. But see, act is corny, and I want to have this discussion because the like I said, it's so crazy. It just might work, right, on some bullshit right now. Let me just say this. On some hip-hop shit in the first degree, hip-hop in the first degree, right? And I heard a lot of you guys, I know it makes you a little uncomfortable, right? Because some of you really in your heart of hearts, you feel your heart beats hip-hop, okay? You feel like my heart beats hip-hop, and my heart beats hip-hop. I may be a lot older than a lot of you guys, and I may have seen a lot more things happen in hip-hop. I may have seen where it was created and why some things came to be what they are. Some of the things we do to this day happened, and I was there and saw it. So I know a lot of you feel, and some of you got mad. I even got a couple unsubscribers because I said that Kendrick should say something. He don't got a battle rap, but he should say something. Now, that's where this whole confusion gets in hip-hop with this thing with Akademiks, because they're going to come disingenuous with it, right? They're very disingenuous. I'm going to show you the difference between the two. They only want to do it because Drake got beat so bad by Kendrick. They can't keep knocking on the door with this anything of doing anything to Kendrick via Drake. But the enemy of my enemy is my friend. So now Joey Badass, who they don't even understand hip-hop of why Joey's doing this. They think Joey's trying to really get Kendrick. They don't understand. It's just some hip-hop shit. It's just some, that's what they never got with the Control verse in the first place. That's why we had a 10-year Cold War and then a battle where he got absolutely slashed and destroyed, because they never understood that this has always been hip-hop. Joey is coming at Kendrick on some hip-hop. And I'm going to tell you something right now, on the real shit, Kendrick, if he like I know he is like me with this hip-hop in his heart, he's gleefully listening to this shit. He heard every fucking record. He's laughing at this shit. Some of y'all way too angry because you don't really understand. You don't really understand. You taking this way too personal. As a hip-hopper, some motherfuckers was mad at me. See, this is what it is. When you really don't understand what this hip-hop shit is, at the bottom core, this shit is street shit. It may have gone corporate. You may have got a couple emo dudes in here that made it a little softer and kinder and sweeter, right? But at the end of the day, when we talking battle and we talking about I'm the top rapper, first of all, you can't get no nigga as the top rapper that got ghostwriters. We gonna start there. And if you don't understand that, we really ain't got nothing to talk about. So, first of all, if you don't understand that this is hip-hop and you stand on what you say, it makes sense, right? That you don't get it. But to me, and I'm sure to Kendrick and most people like me and Kendrick that are Kendrick spirits, and because he understands this hip-hop shit. I just went to the show and I'm looking at the shit from the fucking, I'm on the floor seats, I'm looking at this shit, I'm like, this nigga's doing a hip-hop show. Right? This is a hip-hop show. This nigga just did the whole Euphoria 5 goddamn minutes by himself. He just spitting around, walking around with his jeans sagging. I'm like, oh, this nigga just had an open mic right now. He doing a hip-hop show. So what I'm saying is, I know, and it's going to get offensive to some of you who don't understand this. And salute to the other reactors and this and that who say he don't got to respond. But if I'm Kendrick, and I'm going to get to this suck-ass academic bullshit, because it's different. If I'm Kendrick, I'm watching this shit like this, yo. Yeah, this nigga's spitting. I like this shit. This shit's crazy. He probably like Joey. If you're an MC, you gonna like Joey. What dudes would have had this kind of heart to battle 3-4 dudes at the same time and never fucking fumble? Never threw a whack joint, never. You can say what you want, but he never threw a whack joint. So if you an MC, this is why a dude like Kendrick would never diss somebody like Eminem. He respects him. Right? It's certain people that MCs respect as MCs. So, and I know a lot of you people like, he too big, he on tour. Yo, he got the #1 record. His tours are selling out. To an MC, none of that shit matters when there's a nigga that's tearing up your whole fucking crew, talking about I'm trying to get to your ass. There's a movie called Rocky 3, and there's a dude in there named Clubber Lang. He's played by Mr. T. And Rocky had the fucking mansion. Rocky had ATVs, 18, everything. This is him. He had a fucking robot bringing him drinks by the pool. He had a butler. Rocky was rich. Rocky was paid. He ain't had no words in the world. And guess who came walking up to him one day? Clubber Lang. He was at a press conference. And Clubber Lang challenged him right then and there. No, did he fight him right there? No, he didn't fight him. But Clubber Lang started getting in the ring, knocking bums out. And he was very aggressive. Yep. Clubber Lang wasn't no joke. And you know what people start saying? This dude's a problem. He was all talking first, but then he got in the ring and now he's killing dudes. And he keep pointing at Rocky. He keep pointing at Rocky. He want that belt. Can he beat him? Maybe, maybe not. But he starts talking reckless, start talking about Rocky's wife. I think he knocked her over, he knocked somebody over, right? He knocked Burgess Meredith. He knocked him on the ground. I think that's when he died. I'm not sure, right? But guess what, gang? None of all that shit in Rocky's house couldn't make him happy. He knew, I'm a fighter. And I can't fight in good conscience and keep saying I'm the king if I won't fucking fight this nigga. I'm just going to be honest. So it sound good, and I'm not telling Kendrick this gonna be very contradictory. If I'm Kendrick, I don't even need to say a word to him. But if you're asking me, and I'm telling you what hip-hop really is, it ain't got nothing to do with your tour. It ain't got nothing to do with your 5 gold albums, platinum records, there's 25 Grammys, none of that shit. Did you hold that belt correctly? Niggas is still going block to block. This is hip hop. We go, some dudes from Queens is walking to Brooklyn right now to battle. Like, it is what it is, gang. So what I'm saying is, hip hop ain't about how much you accomplish. Yeah, it has a place in the conversation. Well, his album went gold, and then he came back and yeah, all that shit matters in the annals of history when we writing out what had happened, what you did. Yeah, accolades and all that. But when you peel back all that shit and they start telling these stories about rap, hip hop, was he fucking cold? Was he nice on that mic? Was he fucking, did he back down from niggas, or did he stand up to every challenger? And you gonna say, well, he ain't gotta battle everybody. No, he don't gotta battle everybody. But this dude made some noise, and niggas from the West Coast came from every fucking corner of the West Coast trying to knock his ass out. And they didn't do it. And he keep looking past him. I want that dude. It's not fucking malicious. I don't want to hurt him. I just want to spar with him. Now, you got to remember, Kendrick said, I'm trying to murder all of you niggas on the Control verse. Right? And somebody right now on their phone, they writing the craziest long-ass fucking paragraph, and I'll read it. Write that shit. I might even respond. But if this hurts your feelings, it's something going on, because I'm telling you some real shit. This hip-hop, and I know Kendrick understands. He don't gotta respond to him, but I understand why he feels like he have to. He ain't even gotta diss him. He could just mention it. Right? But if Kendrick act like he never saw this, that's disingenuous. Kendrick literally spits about everything else that happens. He told you about Snoop with the edibles. He told you about a lot of backhanded compliments. Kendrick sees everything, so I'm sure he's seen this by now. I think he's on, his voice is on Daylyt's record, right? And I believe Ray Vaughn said that Kendrick authorized the hit. He told him that go for it. So Kendrick know what's going on. He's locked in, gang. Now we're gonna get to fake ass Akademiks in a minute. I'm not going nowhere, but what I'm trying to tell you is, There was a man named Bruce Lee, and Bruce Lee would be in the middle of making movies. They said people came down to challenge Bruce Lee every single fucking day. Challenge Bruce Lee on his movie sets, and he would fight these motherfuckers. I'm just telling you, he didn't have to. But it's something different when you really a real MC. Right? A real MC, really, it matters to them what these people think at the bottom that's really in the real world. That shit matters. Not the fucking people buying records and you know what I'm saying? Like, no, that's not what really matters. A dude like Kendrick, he wanna know what we thinking. Really, 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 really into hip-hop heads. He want to impress us. That's why he makes the music. All that other stuff is great. And people crying at the shows and fainting, that's all great. But the real challenge to an MC is to impress another MC. And he know it in his heart of hearts, ain't no MC gonna respect no shit if he don't fucking hold that crown right. That's why we don't fuck with J. Cole right now. All that shit y'all was talking about, J. Cole, he chose peace, right? All this, that's all good. Choose that shit, but nigga, we're never gonna respect you again, ever. So that's great. You stepped out the way. You dissed him and you stepped out the way. We understand. It's not like we don't understand. We just don't give a fuck because it's bullshit. It's not hip hop. Okay? So when I just established to you, we got a code in this shit. Now, with fucking fake ass Akademiks, he don't have no stake in this shit whatsoever. He didn't care about this battle at all. Until the fake ass narrative creators, right? I don't know, the council, right? The fucking, I don't know what these niggas, the bubble bath council or something, whatever the fuck. They came up with this narrative. Wait, if we can get back at Kendrick through Joey Badass, this might work. Because what we can do is bait Kendrick with Joey Badass. Joey Badass is collateral damage, right? If for whatever reason Joey Badass goes out here and gets hurt behind this shit, that they don't care about what happens to Joey Badass. He's collateral damage because they're still thinking about the battle that the bubble bath chunk collector throwing rapper lost last year. So they're sitting here trying to use Joey Badass as a pawn to agitate and irritate Kendrick and Kendrick's fans. Akademiks already told you, I'm not commenting on that battle because I don't care. They goaded him for days to comment. They finally realized the wheels finally spun. I guess the Grand Wizard chat nigga said, Ak, listen, it's not about Joey Badass. This is about getting at Kendrick, gang. So then, if we ruffle Kendrick, we make it get him off his game. Then if he come and do any record, no matter what record Kendrick does, no matter what he says, they don't even need to hear it. They're going to be like, don't even open up the fucking file. Just start saying that is trash. They won't even acknowledge what it really is saying. There is no record that Kendrick can make to please these motherfuckers because it's not about the battle. They're using this to belittle Kendrick. They need ammunition. And Joey Badass doing this as well as he's doing it. It might as well be Drake. Drake could never. Because he never understood hip-hop. He doesn't understand the game. He doesn't understand why he even raps. He raps to be famous and get girlies. Right? Like I say back in the day, all the girlies, right? That's what Drake is rapping for, champagne and girls. That's not what hip-hop is about. That's why he was never going to win this battle. That's why he lost. Okay? He was never prepared to win this battle. He's rapping off vanity and trying to be the man. That's not why you do this. You got to have a certain skill set. You got to have a desire. You got to understand when you put that pen to the paper why you're doing it and what your mission is. And I don't think he understands that. So he was never going to win. So they need somebody that actually could stand a chance in the ring with him. And they're going to throw all of it. I've never seen so many Drake fans talking about Joey Badass in my life. Why? What has he done to get all this OVO love? I'm going to tell you why. They feel like they're going to use him as a pawn against me and you and people who support Kendrick. Okay? This is what it's about. It's a play to manipulate things and skew them so somehow they can get a de facto win, a what they call it, a moral victory, right? So it's immoral, but it's a moral victory because like it's going to be like day one. Just imagine that Joey throws some haymaker and he actually, people start saying Joey won. Just imagine. Oh, man. They already latched on to Joey. They don't need, these motherfuckers had to Google this nigga to see who the fuck he was. They ain't hip-hop, not even in the slightest. You can't tell me you're hip-hop if every day you wake up and start talking about what the sales were and the numbers. No kids, I number 3 today. Like, that's all you think about all fucking day. You're not hip-hop. So your opinion absolutely doesn't matter. But they don't need to be hip-hop to use somebody to get back at Kendrick. Whatever kind of revenge is going to be, if they got to go around 7 blocks, they got 7 New York blocks to get the revenge, they going. All right, guys, get your shoes. Like, we're going walking. We're going to walk around and we're going to make it 3 lefts. And we can beat Kendrick. Like, this they going to go. So Akademiks, goofy ass, is leading the charge. Now he's the fire hose. He's here to make all of the freaking chaos that he can. Akademiks doesn't have a hip-hop bone. He likes some rap songs. He likes some rappers. Right? Oh, man, he'll do a whole jig dance. You put on some NBA Youngboy. Loves it. But at the end of the day, Akademiks could care less about this hip-hop. Him sticking his nose in this battle means something's going wrong. There's no reason for him to be here. That's why he was never there. Then you got to smell. He's like, oh, it's some roundabout 3-4 New York blocks. Oh, he's trying to get at Kendrick. And in some weird, twisted way, they could go to sleep at night rubbing their bellies because somehow they ate off of Joey. The food that they tried to eat off Drake last year with a plate, they were scraping a plate that was nothing there good on it. So now Joey's plate's full. Everybody talking about Joey. These motherfuckers could care less about Joey Badass. Because it ain't about him. It could be anybody. But they want to prop him up and use him and say, Kendrick is scared. Now, what is Kendrick scared of? Why? Why would he be scared? First of all, Kendrick has absolutely no reason to fear Joey Badass in the slightest way. He knows that he's nice, but if I'm a real MC, I'm nice. Fuck that nigga. Right? And every level, I'm squashing him every fucking level. And even at a higher level, let's just be honest with ourselves. This dude Kendrick could come out with a scoopity poop. Right? Remember who was it? Kanye did that scoopity poop. Like Kanye did the scoopity poop record just to mess with Drake. Right? Over the beat, he's like, nah, you ain't using this beat. Scoopity poop. Kendrick literally could come out damn near with scoopity poop and beat this guy. He doesn't need to do, in the public opinion, they love this nigga so much. They'll do mental gymnastics to say why he won with scoopity poop. So he doesn't need to fear him. Do you understand how much love this guy gets? So he doesn't need to fear Joey. He can do the bare minimum and beat Joey back. He already won, literally. But the narrative that they're making, Kendrick is scared. How many days has it been? Because it's all manufactured beef to make them have something, some ammunition, so that they can keep coming at Kendrick fans all day. And now, in some kind of way, they've won. And even if he responds, no matter what he say, they're going to say it's trash. So right now, they're setting up another battle. This is the round 2 we've been waiting for, but it's just Drake ain't in it. Drake is on a stream somewhere for kick. Okay? So they don't have nothing to believe in, gang. You know how lonely and sad place it is when your God, your captain of the ship has nothing going on? He's wearing a do-rag on a stream with Aiden Ross. Talking Anita Max Win. Gang, it hurt. It gotta hurt deep. Their favorite rapper in the world don't have no music. He just put out some sexy songs for you with Party Next Door. Now they don't even want to acknowledge that Party's on the record anymore. Now was Drake is going to be #1. Drake is #1 on Spotify. They don't care that party's on there. They never have. And then we start talking about what Kendrick did for these other rappers versus what Drake did for him. It's not even a contest. Right? So Akademiks speaking on this battle is almost making the battle worth ending. It's over. Once he opened his mouth on this, it made the battle whack. Right? It's certain things, once somebody touch it, it comes corny. Right? To the young kids, you know what I'm talking about. When you was jamming Not Like Us, and then your mom and pops came in and started dancing Not Like Us, then it came corny. You're like, ooh. Right? That's what happened when Akademiks spoke on this battle. That's what happened. So now that Akademiks has tainted this shit, I don't want Kendrick to respond at all. I want this over. I don't want these niggas to have no ammunition. They'll run this shit for another 10 months because they have nothing going on. And then when Drake does drop something, even remotely have whatever, they're going to drop Joey's badass like they never heard of this guy in his life. So on that note, Akademiks yet again has touched something and ruined it. He has no place in it. He doesn't care about it whatsoever. But any moment he can get anything to be able to diss Kendrick in any kind of way, he's all in. He's coming. Y'all got a dissing Kendrick party? I'll be there. Keep faking like he's going to go to Kendrick's show. I might show up to SoFi like he's always about to go. I'm going to go. I'm about to go. Why? Why? I don't know why Akademiks is always saying he's about to go to Kendrick's show. Why? Nobody wants you there. Right? Just going to be honest. I'm out of here, man. Let me know what you think in the comments, man. If you got something to say, let me know. But I'm just going to cap this off that as a hip-hop head, in my mind, a rapper got to rap. I don't care what level he's on. Once a dude do this much damage and this much noise, you got to acknowledge him. And Joey Badass doing noise. He doing damage. That damn Red Bull Cypher is at 2 million views. 2 million views, 2.1. So it ain't like this dude ain't moving. His joint going to do 1 million. Okay? So maybe you feel like Kendrick is too big. He's too big. I don't. And he don't. And I know Kendrick knows what's going on. And I'm going to even go even a step further. I guarantee you he says something. I guarantee you. I'm going to leave it at that. CLBMG. Head on over to black-yeti.com. Let them know your boy Challz CLBMG sent you. They ship all over the country. See what they got. See what they got for you. black-yeti.com. All right, every Wednesday night we go live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, all that good stuff like that. I'm going to catch y'all on that flip side. Peace.
Look, mission impossible to drop a few lines without dropping old times when Southern Hill was still a gold mine. When pistol grips was my shit and I sold mine. When Alias was not a show and they told mine. Elevate your mind with high quality THC infused products. BlackYeti.com. Black-Yeti.com.
CLB.